Hi there, it's Lisa Sweeney here with Shar Moore, and we are talking about Y magazine. So I think last time I was on with Shar, we were just getting issue 1 had just been launched, and now issue 2's out. So Shar, great to have you on board again. Tell us a little bit about how issue 2's gone and what some of the highlights are.
Excellent. Thanks so much for having me back, Lisa. Oh, look, issue 1, firstly, thank you to lots of Business in Heal members who did support our printed magazine, which was great, and we've got some fabulous feedback from the digital version as well. We worked so hard as we did with issue 1, but issue 2, following up from issue 1 to then produce another magazine that would wow everyone, but still then keep it very real and tangible, was a big process, but we're really proud of it. So issue 2, oh, funny I'm on the cover again, but again, because we're trying to make it real, and we are trying to make it where it's not about celebrities and everyday people, and it's got a bit of an Oprah theme happening with it, I'll be honest, because what we're doing is I'm going to be staying on the cover, but then every issue will be a different theme. And what we did with this issue, Lisa, is we really just wanted to make people think about one particular thing throughout. And in business, as you know, it's all about having resilience. So you've got to know your why, and, I'll talk about that until the cows come home. But you also have to have resilience. And why I chose this theme with the team for the end of the year issue is that the year goes really quickly, and we have these really big push. And then all of a sudden we're at financial year end, and then we get this new financial year to play with, and then we get this slide into Christmas. And October, November, December, I found with a lot of my clients and myself personally in business, you really need to know, 1, your why, but 2, how do you have resilience for all those things you think we're going to go really well in that last push to the end of the year. And all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, I've got to hang in there for another month, 2 months, 3 months. So we wanted to fill issue 2 with all these incredible stories of resilience, why stories of people who have gone through a lot of adversity or business challenges and then come out the other side. What did they do? How did they get through it? So we're really excited about what we've put together, actually.
Tell us, just pick 1 or 2 stories that were real standouts for you.
Look, one thing, and one of the stories I want to talk to you about is, so we've got this cover. We decided, why can't we have 2 front covers? Like, we threw the rule book out about magazines and what you should and shouldn't do. We went, that's boring. So we thought, why can't we have 2 front covers? So we did. We reverse flipped, and we've got Lisa Pollock, who's an inspirational artist in Australia. She's been running her business for 14 years. You'll see all of her stuff. You'll know it as soon as you see it in newsagents and stores. But so we've got her story and her why, and I caught up with her at her head office, and she's such a beautiful soul. But that is a story you have to read, because when you read it and you find out how she actually got in, what she put on the line when she first started her business, and I don't want to give it away because you just read it yourself, but what she put on the line, and literally it was, if this doesn't work, we're declaring bankruptcy Monday morning. You have to read what happened, and the rest is history. Another story that I find, like, I caught up with Steve Baxter, so I had the privilege of interviewing Steve from Shark Tank, which was quite scary. No, he's as direct as he is on TV in person, and his story was interesting, actually, and it was very matter of fact, like he is on TV, so he doesn't get into the whole big why, all the stuff, but what he said was really great about the people he chooses to work with, and so that's an excellent read. The other one that I really love is a lady called Jennifer Gilbert, and she's based in New York. But Jennifer actually, again, I don't want to give too much away, but you have to read the story, because she's someone that, an everyday person who packed up and decided to move to New York to give it a break, give it a go. And what happened to her was just unbelievable. She shouldn't be alive. Like, she was very brutally attacked, and you'll have to read why and how that happened, but how she recovered from that and what she did to then now create her own business called Save the Date, which is an event business in New York. She's one of the go-to people when you run an event in New York. What she's done to get there, tell you what, talk about resilience, oh my gosh. So there's a few that I can think of off the cuff that you just have to read.
Tell us, you've been on this amazing journey of pulling all this together, and I know it hasn't been easy, because nothing ever is in business, not the really big stuff.
No.
So tell us a little bit of the feedback and some of the learnings you've had on this journey.
Look, so from a feedback perspective, you know, what we love is we kind of sit here and do all this work, and this is YMAG HQ that you're in now, and we do all this amazing work, and then we kind of press print, and it goes out there into newsagents around Australia and digitally, and we literally sit by the computer. It might sound really sad, but after you've given birth to something, it's like 3 months, all you do is behind the scenes, and it goes live. You're literally waiting for someone to say, oh, I like this. You know, everyone looks for recognition. Yeah. And then the messages start coming through, and the private messages from people, or text messages, or, you know, on our Facebook, YMAG Facebook page. And one thing we love is hearing, when we created the brand, yes, it's a magazine, but what we didn't want was to be put in the same basket as a lot of magazines which have got a bit of a gossipy, dirty name to them. So when someone said to us, and I'm trying to think of who it was, but they said, this isn't a glossy mag, this is like my quarterly dose of mindset mentoring. And I went, oh my gosh, that's exactly what YMAG is. It's that quarterly, don't leave home without magazine that you just constantly read to be inspired and grow your business. So when we get stuff like that, it's that is payday. What have we learnt? Oh, what haven't we learnt? Look, what have we learnt? You know, there are some people out there who don't believe in themselves, and we pride ourselves at YMAG about sharing best kept secrets. So we love to feature advertising brands and stories about people who are phenomenal, but because they don't have big wallets, you know, $10,000, $20,000 to spend on advertising, no one knows about them. And I just think that's wrong. So we are really a magazine supporting small business. So the things we're learning is that we're meeting more people who are saying, you know what, Shar, I'm ready to invest and share my business with more people than just in my local community. I'm ready to get out there and change my hobby into a real business. So that's a great learning for us, is that people are really ready to step up now, which they weren't before.
Oh, and look, I just think it's great. You know, at the end of it, if you've got this real niche, you know, having a small percentage of a very big number is much more effective than trying to be a generalist. And
totally.
You and I are totally aligned on that score. And so, you know, Y Magazine now offers people a great vehicle to get their message out much further in a different medium to social media. And, you know, one of the things is that it's like the coffee table mag that, you know, you just want to keep going back to. So, you know, I think that's something that, you know, people need to understand. Quite often those things have got real longevity.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
yeah, definitely. Look, and it is a coffee table, and why, you know, we chose, and our print bill is quite huge, but we chose to print, like, the pages are 200 GSM, the cover's 250. Yeah, nice. The whole thing's about, you know, 500 gram. It is one of those things you want to keep around. But what we're also finding is people are messaging us saying, look, I've devoured it, I've been through it twice, I've now given it to a girlfriend. And we're like, yes, because they're paying forward a good thing. Yeah. So it is something you just wouldn't throw it out. Oh, I hate to think you did.
No, but sharing it around with your girlfriends, that's a really nice idea, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You know,
or leaving it at a great coffee shop.
Yeah, and taking it away from a long weekend and snuggling up and, you know, reading it like a good book.
That's right.
Yeah,
and there's lots to read, and everything's different. Like we really spend a lot of time balancing the content, which is also new for me. But our flat plan is basically, we look at that, that's sort of similar to that, let's leave that for another issue. So we're really making sure we're getting balanced content, so it's not all the same thing. So we take a lot of time putting it together. So I know a lot of people are really enjoying that we are doing that.
So if anyone wants to get involved with you, Shar, they can. If they want to do a bit of an advertorial or talk about their business, how would they go about doing that?
Look, I think the easiest thing is, well, they can just message me. I'm on Facebook. They can send us a message to our YMAG Facebook page. They can also go onto the website ymag.com.au/advertise. There's a form there they can fill out. Look, we would love to hear from businesses who are a little bit tired and fed up of being the best kept secret in their industry. They know that they deliver an amazing product. They know that they're really good at what they do, and they're frustrated because they're not getting enough inquiries in their inbox. You know, to get out there, there, you can't be a success if you're a best kept secret. So if you're in a national print magazine with our partnership with you, plus of all of our amazing advisory boards that we have, our magazine gets really great reach. You know, we're on all the great platforms, magazine platforms as well, and, you know, newsagents all over the country. So you're going to get found. So if anyone is interested, find me, connect with me, happy to have a chat. You'll be really surprised at actually how affordable our rates are at the moment, because we are just in launch phase, but you're getting great exposure for the money.
Yeah, great. And so also, if you want to go check it out and you haven't seen it, we've got a link on the beginning of this for Business and Heels members only, and they can check it out free online. And if you're dead set you want that hard copy, you know, to go away and curl up with, where would the guys be? Yeah, where do they go to find that?
So if you go onto the YMAG website, so ymag.com.au, you'll see the picture of the magazine on the front. Just click there, you can subscribe. We pop it in the post the next day for you and you'll have it overnight. Because it is one of those things, like digital is great, but it can be a bit overwhelming with how many things we receive in digital inbox. But when this turns up on your front door, trust me, you're going to find some wag time, grab a wine or a cuppa, and you will want to read it.
So what's wag time?
Wag time, you know, you know that thing you do when you wag, you don't do anything. You're supposed to be working, but you're wagging.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Wagging. Oh,
wagging.
Oh, there you go. If you want to check it out, there's also, it probably is that your news agent to become across it, as well as the link that we put onto this. So it's a really cool thing. You know, too many magazines today are, you know, just all the gloss and the gossip and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. So, and people are looking for really good content, but that actually educates, Lisa, and you know that because of what you guys do with Business and Heels. But people are over being sold to, and even our advertising pages don't look like ads, because we encourage our advertisers to give benefit, give value, give something away. If people love what they're getting there, they're going to buy your service if that's the right market and product for them at the time. So, and you know, we created these planners as well because we wanted people to plan out their year. You know, a lot of people say, oh, you're so lucky, Shar, Lisa, whatever, but it all comes because of great planning. It's not just something that lands on our lap. We actually strategize what we want our year to look like and break it down. And we put this together, it's because we want people to be on purpose every day for the year, not just once.
Yeah, exactly. And thanks to Tiffany, she loves the wag time too. We should do a little poll to see how many people wag. I mean, when you're running your own business, you're wagging on yourself.
Yeah, I know you are, but it feels so good though, like to just curl up when you know you should be doing something else, to grab a magazine like YMAG and just have some wag time. It's just, and I wish women would do it guilt-free. We still have this guilt around wagging when we'll work until 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, we're up at 6 on that. So, but we really beat ourselves up when we take 30 minutes to read YMAG. Like, why do we do that?
Yeah. No, it's about me time, and me time is very, very, very important. And we all appreciate that because you're so much more productive and creative, aren't you?
Oh, totally. You've got to stop and sharpen the axe, which is why I just did the cruise for P&O, and I spoke on board, but the rest of the time that I wasn't speaking, I was so wagging and I was so just sharpening my axe so I could come back and be fresh for everyone that needs me.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. So just share with everyone, Shar's just been on a cruise, speaking while she's on there, right? So it's a business cruise. And where did you visit?
So we left from Sydney and we went to Tonga, which I hadn't been to before, and then we went to Fiji, which I also hadn't done, and then back to New Caledonia. So I speak on board about finding your why, living your purpose in life, and also a topic which I love to talk about. It's about drawing a line in the sand. When is enough enough? How long do you keep continuing on this rinse and repeat sort of washing machine cycle where you tell yourself, I'll do it tomorrow, it's okay, one day, I don't have enough money, don't have enough time. So that's a very passionate, heated topic, what really kicks people in the backside, to draw a line in the sand and say, enough's enough, now's the time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sounds great. And you combine business and pleasure, and that's awesome.
Definitely.
I think something women could do a lot more of. So.
Yeah, absolutely. We just need to do it and do it guilt-free. It's like eating ice cream at 11 o'clock at night when no one's looking. Do it guilt-free.
Exactly. So folks, if you're interested in checking out YMAG, the links are on the front. please check it out and have a look. If it's something for your business, Shar's told you how to get in touch. And then there's also going to be a special offer that we're going to add on for the planners. And it's been great talking to you, so thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we'll chat again soon.
Definitely. Thanks, Lisa.